You hear the screeching of an owl, you hear the wind begin to howl. You know there's zombies on the prowl. And it's terror time again. They've got you running through the night. It's terror time again. And you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time.
Hello everyone, this is Core, and in today's episode of the Mod Guide, we're breaking down a bunch of wacky, zany, and over-the-top fun mods to brighten your mood and get a chuckle out of you while you play. That's right, we're covering a whole bunch of silly mods. But before we begin, I'd like to thank Kato for her lovely artwork, and ask you to support her, as well as supporting the video however you desire. Now let's begin with our first mod, shall we? Have you ever wanted to be a filthy, overweight, and socially repressed neckbeard, but you don't want to permanently ruin your body, nor your social groups and status just for a meme? Well, if this is the case, then let me introduce the internet forum Moderator mod by Best Buy? I guess the company's really fallen on hard times that they're diverting into making free mods for a zombie survival game. This mod allows you to become an internet moderator, embracing all the typical stereotypical traits: no strength or fitness to represent the fact your character hasn't exercised since high school gym class, agoraphobia to represent the fact your character has a crippling fear of going outside and socializing with real people, overweight because God knows your character subsists entirely on ramen noodles, hot pockets, and whatever microwavable junk food they could shovel into their face, which the minor boosted cooking skill represents of your mastery of all things microwavable. You even get a little electrical to represent your obsession and skills with computers. But finally, the precious long blade skill, which starts at level 3, to represent the years you spent honing your understanding of the blade, to cut down any foe that happens to get within reach. Well, any enemy that's not smart enough to just let you tire yourself out with your frantic swinging before closing in for the kill. And speaking of, you'll also spawn in with 2 additional guaranteed items, that being a fedora and a katana, 2 of the 3 items that most represent a neckbeard. And if you could find a black leather jacket, you could complete the look to be the ultimate neckbeard, the one who will ban them all for posting ancient memes in the general forum.
Guys, listen. You're not allowed to violate the rules in our COS. If you do, I may have to ban you for 24 hours.
Honestly, it's a pretty simple mod, but one rife for humorous options. It would make for an interesting challenge run. Maybe a redemption arc for the character, as they're forced to turn their life around as the zombie apocalypse rages around them. Fun mod, Best Buy. Keep it up. Have you ever flipped your car in Zomboid and you're just left there wondering how in the hell you're gonna fix this situation? You ever wanted to be Master Chief and just flip the thing right back to how you had it? Then let me introduce the Flip Car mod by SportXAI. You ever drive over a bunch of zombie corpses and your car just flips from the momentum? Well, now all you have to do is either hold down A or D and you can wiggle the car until it flips back upright. Honestly, it's a derpy mechanic, but it works in a pinch. Not bad, sport. Have you ever wanted to flatten zombies with a steamroller like it's a cartoon? Squish them good and dead. Well, if this is the case, then let me introduce Skizot's Draad pack by Skizot and Draad. This mod adds 2 new vehicles to the game, that being a steamroller and a street cleaner. Honestly, I'm surprisingly pleased with this mod. I knew the steamroller would be dope and powerful, as it's a giant fucking rolling log of death that'll crush anything in its path, but honestly, the street sweeper stole the show. Sure, the steamroller will crush anything to death that the giant wheel touches, which is definitely nice, but the sweeper, it cleans up everything off the road, and I do mean everything. Piles of trash, gone. Random broken items or pieces of clothing, swept up. Corpses and blood, cleaned up off the street. But the best part? Anything that's an item that gets swept up ends up in the vehicle storage. That means every zombie you run over, all of their clothing, cigarettes, weapons, and more all get deposited in the back. And the zombies themselves, they get processed into bags of fertilizer. So now instead of manually searching every last zombie you kill in the neighborhood, just pile them up on the road or kill them on the road and grass. Then run their bodies over and let the machine handle all the work for you. Not gonna lie, this is a very useful quality of life addition. Though I will say the mods are a bit derpy. The player model does occasionally clip through the vehicles, and given its construction equipment, I'm unsurprised the steamroller doesn't move so fast. It is essentially a giant tricycle. Honestly, it's a really good mod though. Definitely going into some of my next streaming runs. Do you want to have a wild rave? Need some zombies to bring the dance party next time you're jamming out the Thriller? Well, if this is the case, then let me introduce the Rave Zombies mod by Aaron Redfire, a regular on this channel at this point. This mod makes it so zombies will now flash or glow various different colors depending on which sub-mod you have enabled. The base mod makes zombies flash like an RGB keyboard, switch between red, green, and blue randomly. A fun feature is that the fact that when you kill a zombie, they continue to glow for a few moments the same color they were last on when killed, which makes looting them at night easier, that's for sure, especially in dark, cramped areas. The other one I played with a good amount was the You're Under Arrest mode, which makes a majority of the zombies spawn as cops and all of them flash red and blue, like police sirens, which is a fun little touch. Definitely a silly little mod that also has some practical benefits, especially if you play with a sprinter mod or such, giving you a bit of an early warning in the dark, which is invaluable. Nice work, Aaron. Thanks again. I'm gonna level with you and be honest, I don't really like covering this weird ass mod, but it definitely fits the theme of today's video, and I bet there's a few of you weirdos out there who would drink their own milk if they could. Hell, I knew a chick who did. So here's to all of y'all. This is the Mega Milk mod by Noni, and this mod, it grants you the ability to produce milk out of nowhere using just an empty bottle. And the bottle will be consumed by the milk creation process, so make sure it's not your only bottle, you may regret it. This mod's obviously not balanced, as it just lets you infinitely create milk, and it doesn't even have to be a female character. So I guess enjoy your fresh, on tap, all natural, 100% organic, vegan friendly, keto man milk. All jokes aside, as weird as the mod is, developer does at least want to balance the mod by making it only function on female characters, and having the milk creation process use some of your nutrition, so it'd likely eat up a portion of your calories. But let's be honest, it's still a weird as fuck mod. I guess enjoy if that's your thing. Do you want to be a furry in-game, but you don't want to use any of those anthro mods that'll make your character permanently a furry? Well, if that's the case, then consider the cat costume mod by Burgett. This mod adds a few new cat fursuits in a couple different colors. Not gonna lie, the face is kinda creepy. It reminds me of the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland, and I hate it. But I must admit, it is pretty well done. Enough said. Overall, we've covered a good pile of mods today, including some real wacky out there shit, as well as some just creepy mods. But hey, it fit the theme, so onto the pile it goes. Personally, my favorite is the Street Sweeper and Steamroller mod. That one was pretty fun and really useful. Like seriously, it makes zombie loot collection so much less stressful and annoying. And it even cleans the streets up of blood and gore too. Honestly, it would really help when you just killed so many zombies in the area that you're constantly fighting off nausea and illness. But hey, I think that just about wraps up today's video. This has been Core, and I'd like to thank y'all for supporting the content, especially the members seen on screen. Y'all's continued support really helps make this channel grow and keep going. Stay safe and have a good one, everyone.